This has obviously been something that a lot of people are outraged over. One of the latest smash and grab crimes did happen at a car dealership here in Chicago. We're going to show you the surveillance video first. You see two men who just linger outside Gold Coast Exotic Motors before one of them comes in and starts browsing a case of high-end watches that the store has in a display case. The other man, reportedly concealing a gun, follows him a few seconds later. The first guy takes out a hammer, smashes the case open, casually filling a bag with millions of dollars in luxury goods, even as employees walk in, stumble upon him, and are saying, what in the world is going on? Joe Perillo is here, owner of that dealership. Joe, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This could have happened anywhere, but it happened right here in Chicago. Were you there on Saturday when this went down?
I was there after it happened, and I have to tell you, until it happens to you, you hear about it, and you don't know the devastation and how you feel, how violated you feel until it happens to you, that people could be so bold that they could walk in on a Saturday at noon
in the middle of the
on
day.
Rush Street
Yeah.
with 30 people around. Okay, my partner had his 2 children there and his wife, and we're 75 feet away from the guy with the gun. I can't believe it's happening in Chicago. But I have to tell you, first, I have to just make a shout out to the police of Chicago. We have the greatest police force. They have to have their hands untied. And this happened the day after the chief of police said, we're going to put more people on a block away.
On the street to monitor this.
We're going to arrest you. I believe he means that. But even if he arrests them, that's not the problem. The problem is they get let out. The thieves know they can get let out.
Right.
So they're not afraid. They'll thumb their nose in your face. They came right in, and we're helpless. Now, the mayor said her solution is she's mad at the retailers for not having more security. We do have security. They're called the Chicago Police Department. Take their hands. I don't blame these Chicago police. They're helpless. They know what to do. They're trained. They have the equipment. I'm going to have one security guard in my dealership. What do? Ask him, sir, will you leave when the guy's got a gun on him? I mean, this is crazy.
So you feel like your hands are tied as a business owner.
Well, what can I do? My people watch them rob us. We got a guy with a gun. We have 6 people in my place that are gun carriers. I'm one of them, okay? I'm here to protect my life and my people's life as we are. When they heard that, when the guy hit the
glass display case.
It was sounding like gunfire, and my guys went over. And then when they saw that, they ran out the door. They were going to rob the whole place, and it's not millions of dollars. I don't know who put millions of dollars in. It was watches. They're expensive watches, okay? They don't belong to me. I rent the window to
another company,
to a jeweler.
A jeweler,
and he sells luxury products. And people who buy those watches buy our cars, and people buy our Bentleys and Lamborghinis.
It's another vendor who is inside.
And what they do is it's a yin and yang. It's a good relationship. But anyway, we're lame ducks.
Yeah. Because what are you going to do?
You watch all these videos of coming in front of you, robbing purses, robbing people. I never realized how. I don't want anyone, this is not about me. I'm not out anything, okay? I'm not out anything. And everyone feels sorry for me. I'm not here. I didn't get up 4 o'clock in the morning to do this because of Joe Perillo, okay? I love Chicago. I've been born and raised here, okay? And I was in a tough neighborhood. I was born and raised with thugs. So I will tell you something right now. I idolized the thugs in my neighborhood. That was my role models. My dad died when I was 13 years old. I'm not doing it for me. I'm saying that I can relate to these kids. I would have been a thief today if the laws were what they are. If I knew I could get a gun and go rob someone, and if I get let out, Joe Perillo wouldn't have been a car dealer. I would have been a thief.
And that's the problem that a lot of law enforcement are pointing to too, is that there are not enough deterrents for these criminals. The laws are so slack, the penalties are so slack that there is nothing really stopping them from going and committing another crime.
And I don't blame the thieves. They're players. I blame the game. It's not the players, it's the game. They're empowering the go, and it's getting worse and worse because they go back to the neighborhood. And they go back to the neighbor and say, hey, man, Broad daylight. We walked right in and we stole this stuff and they watched us and no one said anything.
Are you worried or concerned about your safety or the safety of your company?
Well, you know, I'm always concerned about that. I'm not worried about myself. I can handle myself. But yeah, I have to tell you, I'm walking around right now, and this is wrong. This is wrong. This city of Chicago. And I will tell you the outcry. I think that this, for the few interviews that I've done, you should see the calls that I'm getting from around the United States.
Other car dealerships.
Not
other
car dealers.
Either
people,
retailers.
Not car dealers. Funny thing is just a couple car dealers that I know. The people are outraged, and they said, thank you for the courage, for having the nerve to stand up. This didn't take any courage for me to stand up. This isn't about, I'm worried about the guy down the street who's got a kid who wants to take him for a walk. He's afraid to take him for a walk. I'm worried about the person who lived in the suburbs, who were raising their kids in the suburbs,
right.
And now they're empty nesters. They come to enjoy life in Chicago, and they're afraid to come out. They're afraid to go to the restaurant. That's what I'm here for. We're starting a movement here.
Yeah.
Enough is enough movement.
Enough is what your message is. Joe Perillo, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your passion and your story.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell. I'm just upset.
No need to apologize.
Okay.
You're good. And I'm glad you have a cup of coffee there this morning. Thanks for waking up at 4 a.m. with us. Still ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.